It's been a stressful week, so you know what time it is. It's time for another adventure with WiL in the woods. Hey guys, it's me. We are going to do an adventure today, just a real quick overnighter. I wanted to test out my bug out bag, or actually it's not a bug out bag, it's a get home bag. And a long time ago, I started putting stuff in my vehicle in case I ever got stuck or stranded. And it was something my mom always taught me, growing up in Ohio, to always have blankets in your car or whatever, and maybe some snacks. And I just kind of took that to the next level with just being, you guys know, I think of myself as an amateur prepper, so I always have something in my car to make it home if I have to on foot. So today we're gonna do a little kind of a test drive of my gear. Not really so much for me, but for you guys to see that it is possible, if you're prepared, to survive the night, out in the cold. I mean, it's not even really gonna be that cold tonight, at least I don't think it is, but it is gonna be rainy and wet, so that is an added extra element that you have to be prepared for, because I won't be able to have a fire tonight because everything's gonna be wet. So how do you stay warm? How do you stay fed? We're gonna do all that tonight. Okay, so stay tuned. Yeah, see the weather, it's either gonna snow or rain this evening. It's really dark and cloudy. Right now the temperature is just hanging right around the 40s, mid 40s, so it's not that bad. It's probably gonna drop a little bit, at least according to the weather forecast, which is never wrong. It should get down to like maybe the upper 30s. Not sure, but I should be okay. I should be all right. Okay, I think I've got everything I think I need. Got my favorite headlamp. It's my rechargeable. It's the brightest thing I've ever seen. I've got my extra water, gloves, and my pack. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. This actually has an extra space for your rifle, but we're not doing that today because my back kind of hurts and I don't want the extra weight. So, all right, I'm gonna, start heading on out. Okay. Look at how muddy this trail is. I usually take my Pathfinder down here, and I could still make it, but today I'm just hiking it, because I'm only doing overnighter, so it's all cool. So the whole idea of the whole get home bag, whatever, is not only to be in shape enough to carry your pack, which I'm barely in shape, but also to make sure your pack is light enough for you to carry. Which is why, I look at a lot of videos and, in the beginning, everybody wanted to be ultimately prepared and have everything in their pack, including the kitchen sink. And I remember the first time I went backpacking with, the Bishop Butts and Ray, and my pack was too heavy. And I think, I know this isn't for everybody, but I just really think it's cool to test your limits, because I didn't know how much water weighed or whatnot, and what kind of hiking boots to wear and to break them in, so my feet wouldn't be like, killing me, when I wear a fresh pair of boots and hike 5 to 10 miles. And so I ended up taking a lot of stuff out of my pack because it was too heavy. It was just too heavy. So like, the idea of a get home bag is really to have the bare necessities, water. Of course, you're going to need some water, but also knowing your route on how to get home. Which way do you go? Do you have to go into the woods? Worst case scenario, what if people are chasing you? What if it's an invasion? What if it's aliens or werewolves? Anything. So aside from the zombie apocalypse, I got to stay warm, and I have to have food, the minimum, so I'm not starving, because you need food for energy. And I need shelter, so I have shelter. I'll show you my tent when I get there, wherever there is. I'm just looking for a place to set up my tent that doesn't look too wet. The ground looks really, really wet in some areas. Let me tell you, this jacket is thin, but I'm already hot. I'm already sweating. And actually, I'm not sweating, because I don't have another shirt to change into, which would be bad if I got wet, especially in the cold. But I'm probably gonna take my jacket off here soon so I don't start sweating, because being wet and cold is not good when you're doing a winter overnight. So I found a spot. The trees look pretty healthy. I'm not gonna have to worry about anything falling on me. So I just gotta clear out this area for my tent. And I forgot my battery for my cell phone, so I gotta hike back to my car and go get it, because I want to watch movies tonight. Okay, the tent's set up. You can tell I haven't set it up in a while. It usually takes me like 3 minutes to set it up, but I had to remember and play with it a little bit, but it's all good to go. I'm gonna set up my bed, and I got my stuff in here, and I got room for my pack right here, and we're good to go. As soon as I get everything set my bed up, I'm gonna hike back and get my battery for my phone, and then we're just gonna chill out. Watch some movies and go to bed. This is my winter inflatable sleeping mat. They say you're not supposed to use your own air to blow in there, because your breath has moisture in it. But I forgot to bring my inflatable. There's a bag that you can use to inflate it with, but we're just gonna go with it because I need to, stay off the ground so I'm warm. So this bag is insulated, so you can't feel the cold from the ground. So it's pretty cool. So my sleeping bag is a big Agnes Ranger sleeping bag. I don't even think they make these anymore. I don't remember what the temperature rating is for it, but I've slept in it before and I've stayed pretty warm. And mind you, I got my long underwear and everything, so I should be okay. But the cool part about it is it has a sleeve for your mattress, so you don't slide off of it. So that's really cool. And we are just in time. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's starting to rain snow, and I just got my bag and everything in here. I'm about to shove my my pack underneath this little awning right here to keep it dry, and then I'm gonna hike back to my car to get the battery for my phone. So yeah. I'm glad I'm glad I decided not to go without the rain cover. But yeah, you can see yeah, it looks like it looks like a little bit of snow. But I'll be all right. It's cool. This is the adventure. I know everybody's like, this boy is crazy. I know all my friends are like, he is nuts. And I am. So, funny story. As I was hiking back to my car to get my battery, I got lost. So I have 5 wooded acres and I haven't explored all of it, but you know, in the dark, it all looks the same. You know, it really does. It all looks the same. And and mind you, I have a GPS device that I take when I go backpacking, and I didn't bring it. And I was thinking, man, I am lost, and I am not calling my wife. I'm not going to call her. I'm just going to find my way out. It's only 5 acres, and I'm just hiking. I turn on my GPS on my phone. You know, my phone can't find anything. I know you guys can barely see me. My phone can't find anything. So finally I'm hiking and I get to lights and I walk over to the neighbor's house, and thank God they remember me. Some strange black man hiking in the woods. Yeah, it sounds like a horror movie. But they remembered me and took me back to my car. So I'm hiking back to my tent now. So I'm hiking back in the dark to my tent. There's my big tent right here. I've been here so many times I could probably hike here blindfolded. But crazy me, I decided to be extra and hike out to a different location to set up my tent. Now, here we are. We are going to figure out where I'm going. I'm pretty sure this is the way. This is so sad. I know y'all are laughing watching this video, but I'm pretty positive I know where I'm going. I am not going to get lost again. I am not. The ditch is up here, and I crossed the ditch. And this is the cool thing is, you know, I have really good hiking boots that will keep me from twisting my ankle, because that is all this big boy would need. So I'm gonna sign off real quick so I can concentrate. All right, later, guys. See those fluorescent lights in the distance? That's the tent. Woo! Home sweet home for the night. I must have hiked like 3 miles. Oh, this is terrible. So, but hey, this is an example of how easy it is to get lost in the woods when it's night. And not to panic, Marie. All right, later. Okay. I'm in the tent. I'm pretty cozy. Probably gonna take off my pants here soon and just sleep in my long underwear. And I mean, it's just enough room. I mean, like, I have room to put stuff down there. You know, I got my weapon, you know, my food. I might make me a meal tonight. I don't know. But I've got water. I didn't bring a tea bag, and I probably should put that in my bag just to have something hot to drink at night. But I'll be all right tonight. It's okay. So yeah, I'm gonna probably make me something to eat real quick and just chill out, man. You know, I mean, it's got enough room. I've got my headlamp up top here, and it kind of it's like a nightlight, illuminating the whole tent. You know, it's just to keep you out of the elements, which it's wonderful. And because it's so small, it's actually warm in here for my body heat. And once I get in the sleeping bag, I'll be perfectly fine. But That's just the adventure in the woods. And yes, I do have my weapon. I am armed. I'll be okay. I'm just gonna watch a movie, eat this burger my wife got me, and chillax. Oh man, it's what time is it? 7:26, and yeah, it's a little chilly. It's not bad. It's not terrible. This sleeping bag is not like my other one that I love. Um, there are a few cold spots, but nothing terrible. I'll still get some good rest. Not like I would at home or in my other bag. But it's doable. It's doable, and I'll stay warm enough. If I wouldn't have gotten lost, I would have been able to I would have had time to start a fire and warm everything up and maybe make me some soup or something tonight. But I was still good. I had a burger that my wife brought me, and I've got a protein bar that I'm snacking on, and I'm not gonna starve. Please. But yeah, just chilling, just watching anime movies, and I'm probably gonna knock out around 8 o'clock. So yeah, just another adventure in the woods. So I can hear the wind blowing outside my tent through the trees. But yeah, it's perfectly fine in here. I mean, it's not like it's not cozy warm like in my other tent with the fireplace, but it's not bad at all, to be truthful. Yeah, very survivable, if that's a word. And I think the temperature is like, I don't know, 35, 37 maybe. Now, if it was to get any colder, I don't know. Well, if it was colder, I would probably use some hot patches that I have in my pack, and just put them on my shirt and on my clothing to stay warm. And I would boil water and put it in a bottle, and that's another trick you can do to put in your sleeping bag to stay warm during the night. But yeah, right now it's all right. It's all right. I'm gonna go to bed soon, or I'm gonna try to go to bed soon. I mean, I always have a hard time sleeping any place new when I'm not in my own bed the first night. So the first night's always rough. So I don't expect to get a whole lot of sleep tonight. Not because I'm out here in the woods and it's cold, but I'm not cold. I'm not cold in my sleeping bag. I'm not even that cold in the tent. I'm not even totally in the sleeping bag. I don't know. I'm a creature of habit, and so I like my bed. I've got it worked in and everything, but yeah, this is cool. Like if I were really hiking or backpacking home, and I had to spend the night somewhere, this would be easy. This would be doable, But I did, I did look up trail markers on Amazon, and I'm probably gonna pick those up the next time I do this. I'm gonna mark my trail so I can see it in the dark, so I don't get lost. The neighbor was so I know they were worried because I'm like this black man walking out of the woods, into their yard, knocking on their door. Because I was lost, man. And so I was just like, hey,
do you know how to get to, you know, my address? And they're like, Will? I said, I'm William Singleton. And he's like, yeah, I know you from the HOA meeting. I'm like, thank God. but, but they said that I had spooked them walking out of the woods with my headlamp on, looking like some vagrant, you know. Thank God and I happened to leave my gun here in the tent. You know, I can only imagine if I would have had my gun on me, how crazy that would have looked. But you know, at the same time, I'm walking around in the forest at night, and all I had on me was my knife and my pepper spray, because I didn't think I was gonna get lost. So it was definitely an adventure. So yeah, I think I'm gonna sign off right now. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace. So real quick, I wanted to show you guys this little gadget I had picked up on Amazon. Actually, I saw it on a YouTube camping show, and it's this little teeny tiny light that I got going on. Hold on, let me grab it. And I just clip it on to my shirt or my pants, and the thing is super bright. It's got like several different settings, but like it's you know, you see it's like it's huge. So yeah, I think it was like $20, you know, and I just clip it onto my clothes, like my pants or whatever, for if I ever happen to need a little mini flashlight real quick. But it works perfect in my little like a little pocket on top of my tent, and so I just put it up in there, and I have a nightlight. So yeah, just wanted to show you that. I like gadgets. My head looks huge this close. All right. Good night, y'all. So I'm packing up. I get ready to head out. I just wanted to show you the inside of my get home bag. Just real quick. I got a dehydrated meal, chicken Alfredo. I think what I'm gonna stick to is just protein bars and protein powder. It's just easier than heating something up. But I have this just in case, like I have more time and I want a hot meal, and you know, just kind of like a comfort thing, you know. I also carry a little salt and pepper thing, because these things never have enough spices. I have my water filter in here, some wet wipes, a mask, and I also have, okay, for like security, see these little things right here? They're little door alarms, and I can attach a tripwire to it and put it around my campsite, and if anything comes close, it'll go off. So just something little, because, you know, I mean, I am out here by myself. I mean, I'm not worried about it. I mean, like I said, I have my weapon with me. I got a spare glasses, ear protection, cup, you know, my little butane, you know what I mean, my heater thing for food. So, and it's in there. I have a mask. I have another mask for if I get real cold. And that is my first aid kit. I'm not going to open it up, but it's got a lot of stuff in there. And in here, I've got mosquito repellent, fire starter, and a map of Maryland and Delaware. Yeah, in case, you know, I don't have any GPS or whatever. You know, back in the old days when we had to use paper maps before GPS. And I got some hand sanitizer. You know, on the outside, I have some knickknacks in here, pen, paper, a compass. I got a compass in here. Some more ear protection. In here is where I carry my my weapon, some Tylenol, some ibuprofen. And in the other pack, I just have some rope and stuff. you know, and that's pretty much it, other than my saw that I put in this little packet, you know, right here, where usually you can put your rifle, but I have my handsaw in there. And that is pretty much what I have. Oh, other than the water. I have water in here. It's right in here. See? My water. Yeah, a long thing of water. So that's pretty much all I have in my get home bag. You don't need a lot because you want to be able to carry it, you know. So that's all I got, other than my sleeping bag, which I showed you. And I'm gonna pack up and head home and get some real breakfast. Oh yeah, see these little ropes on these zippers? If you get anything, backpack or sleeping bag, make sure they have like something like that on there, because it's really hard to grip when it's cold or wet if they don't have those little ropes on there. Just a little tip from your Uncle Will. Got my boots on, they're kind of cold, but just wanted to give you another view of my inside of my tent. I don't know if I showed you the gear pockets on both sides, which are cool. Then you got the one up here, right here, see? That's where I put my my headlamp. And it's a cozy little tent. It's perfect for one person or two small people. And really, I mean, I know a lot of people are like, man, that's too tiny, but when it's small like this, you can stay a little bit warmer than if it was something bigger, just because, you know, there's less space for the heat to escape. So, all right, I'm gonna take down my tent, then I'm gonna hike out. No snow, but it is 30 something degrees. It's like the low 30s. Yeah, it's brisk. It's amazing how different everything looks in the sunlight as opposed to the night. I mean, when it was night, I could barely see, even with my bright headlamp, a few feet ahead of me. But now, like, the path is easy to see. Sorry, my mouth is kind of frozen this morning. And it's just so, I don't know, beautiful. I mean, I like the night too, but next time I'm gonna definitely be more prepared if I'm gonna do any night hiking. So, all right, guys, I'm out, and thanks for hanging with me. I'll talk to you later. Peace. Okay, I'm back in my car, warming my hands up, and a little after action report. I think what I want to add to my pack is hand warmers and mittens. The finger gloves that I have, the tips of my fingers start to get cold. I don't know if that happens to anybody else, but I constantly had to take them off and like put my hands down my pants just to keep them warm, to warm them up, and then I put them back in my gloves. So I think the next time I'll have either hand warmers or mittens, or both. You know, I think that's what I want. More protein bars and protein powder to carry with me, and maybe some trail mix. You know, just light snacky food that can sustain you. What else? What else do I think I need? I really think that's about it. You know, other than possibly some a change of batteries for my headlamp. You know, I have a normal headlamp that I carry in my car all the time. Oh, there it is. This one. It's not as bright, but it works in a pinch. No problem. I just prefer that headlamp because it's really, really bright.
My lips are frozen. Oh, and the other thing I want to get is trail markers. I was looking on Amazon last night for fluorescent markers that hunters use so they don't get lost on the trail. So, but that's why, anybody who is considering being better prepared for, if you're stranded, if you're just straight up stranded. I mean, I can tell you so many stories I've heard of families who had gotten stranded, traveling, coming from visiting relatives in the snow, and just horrific things that had happened and what they had to do, just because they didn't have anything in their car, not even a blanket. So yeah, I have extra, but I don't just want to take care of myself. I want to take care of anybody who might be with me. I want to be able to go get help. And not get lost in the woods. So that's why I do what I do, along with my practice in counseling. I really want to be a better help, and in order for me to do that, I have to be a better me, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and with training. I mean, with experience, so I think once I start getting paid again, I'm gonna start taking first aid courses with Refuge Medical. It's by this guy called Bear Independent, and he has a whole emergency, it's almost like a EMT training on how to help people in a car accident, or if there was an active shooter and there was a gunshot wound, what to do. So I think I want to do stuff like that in the future, on top of continuing my health and fitness. So like if I have to carry someone out of a burning building, my back's not going to go out. So that's just my thoughts for today. I'm going home, get me some breakfast, and thanks for joining me. Later.